Hello guys, this is SWTOR from Flatline Arts bringing you another addition to my video tutorial series. This is going to be about Star Wars The Old Republic. If you do not have a good computer or a fast computer running games, like for example me, if I go to properties on my computer, you'll see that my computer is not even that good. It's 2.0 gigahertz, and I just upgraded my RAM today. And it's a 32-bit system, and it still has the generic motherboard graphics card that it brought me with. But I could still manage to play the game with little to no lag. And I will teach you how to do this. Alright, first you go to local disk, or whatever your local disk is called. You go to program files. Whoops. And you go to Electronic Arts. Then you go to BioWare, Star Wars The Old Republic, SWTOR, retail client, and you're gonna go to client defaults. This is where the magic happens. Well, if your computer is not that messed up like mine was. Alright, here in window X and W, X and Y, you're gonna have a -1 right here. You're gonna have, and then you're gonna backspace that, and you're gonna put a 0. Both of them switch to 0. Oops, I got a text. Then you're gonna these two, full screen and do shadows, is gonna be on true. You're gonna switch them to false, and you're gonna go ahead and click file and save. When you do that, you've pretty much sped up your Star Wars The Old Republic. If it wasn't running that smooth, it'll run smoothly now, way smoothly. But if you're still having problems, maybe it's not the settings that you have it in, because I'm running it on low and I have little to no lag. It's probably you need to go ahead and get yourself an upgrade. You see my task manager right here in processor. I'm running a dual core processor from like 40 years ago, an Intel processor. And today I upgraded my RAM to 4 gigabytes. I used to have only 2.5. Now I have 4. And basically just what I did is buy a new stick of RAM. Forgot the company's name, is Crosshair, something like that. But alright, it's a really good RAM making company. And what it does is that when you start up Star Wars The Old Republic, and like right now when I'm recording, it's 1.53 gigabytes in use. When you start it up, it's automatically going to be into 2.0 or higher. I bought this stick of RAM because it was literally just asking me to get more RAM, which I didn't have back then. But since I bought it, now the game runs smoothly and effortlessly. What is this? Alright, so the game runs smoothly and effortlessly with a new RAM stick on it. So that's what I recommend to have. That's if you have a motherboard that takes DDR2 memory RAM sticks. If your computer is if your computer motherboard does run on DDR2 RAM, I recommend you upgrade your RAM if it's not already upgraded. And if a friend of mine's had this problem, that if you have this problem about you having an AMD computer, and your AMD computer is not running, this is a little site that I will show you. It's called canyourunnit.com. Oh, I forgot that. Canyourunnit.com. It's pretty much System Requirement Labs, but Can You Run It is way easier. You can search whatever game you want here from their database. Alright, and you see right here, Star Wars The Old Republic, and I'm gonna click Can You Run It. Alright, you have to have Java for this. And yeah, if you have if you don't have it, I recommend you get it, because a lot of programs, a lot of tools of the internet use Java. So yeah, I recommend getting that. Alright, now what it's doing is just analyzing my computer, getting all the specs for it, and you see that it says minimum. I met the minimum, but I still failed. It's not gonna, my computer is not gonna be fast running this game. But of course, since I tweaked it a little bit, you guys are, it's gonna run fast no matter what. You see, I have the chipset that the graphics card that my motherboard comes from, like the one that my motherboard originally has. It's required 256 megabytes, and I have 359. I don't get how I failed that, but I guess it's something about having a better graphics or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know a lot about graphics card. Alright, so here it says I have 4.5 gigabytes of RAM, which is true. Alright, so I passed the RAM. But as I was telling you, if you have an AMD processor and you don't have an Athlon 2 or better, you are not gonna run this game. Believe me, you're just not. The computer is just gonna like crap up on you, and you're not gonna run it at all. So what I recommend buying is you go right here, tigerdirect.com. Oh, guys, I really recommend this site. They sell way cheaper stuff than Best Buy and Walmart and all those other companies that sell computer parts. I really recommend you buy a processor, a CPU, because if you have an AMD computer and you know the motherboard, and you see that it could take this kind of processor, I really recommend you buying at least, look, an AMD quad core, just $120. How good is that? So that's what I mean. If you only have a single core, you're not gonna run this game. Alright, so this has been a little tutorial and a little helpful advice from me, Deception HD from Flatline Arts. Hope I helped you, and hope you can run Star Wars: The Old Republic on your computer or your new tweaked computer, since that's how I call it. Alright, if you need more questions, if you want to ask me any questions or anything, just PM me on YouTube, send me a message, comment, like the video, subscribe, and remember, click on my ads to keep the videos coming.